What's up, people? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chaos Theory. You already know it's just our opinion podcast. Broadcasting live and direct. You already know on the road here in Pineville, Louisiana. Doing that deal once again. As you can see, I'm still suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? Doing a little podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my brother Dark Prince will slide in, you know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not really in podcast sensation right now because I'm kind of like on duty and doing a podcast at the same time, as you can see. But I'm trying to make it do what it do on this beautiful Saturday evening here in Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana, don't you cry for me. Yeah. Yeah. Tonight's segment is the black man is stressed. Why do I say the black man is stressed? Well, if you're a black man, a true black man at that, you'll know where I'm coming from, why I say black man is stressed. It's because quiet is kept. He's been named the most targeted, evil, thug, nigger, ignorant, deadbeat, troublemaker, all the above. He's everything but the child of God in the eyes of white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Who basically created these situations. And quiet is kept. Made us very popular, not just here in the United States of America, but worldwide. And as a black man myself, I find myself getting up every morning wondering, will I see another day on this planet? Or just wondering that particular day that I get up, how is my day going to be? Is it going to be a good day or a bad day? Happy day or a sad day? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I spiritually praise that it be a good day. You know what I'm saying? Even though, days seem to change, time seems to change, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have your good days and your bad days. But for the most part, for black men, we have good days and bad days at the same time in one day, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we end up getting into a situation just because we're black. And a lot of times we end up having a lot of stress behind our backs. Behind this. Okay, it's my brother Dark Prince coming on in here. There he is. Brother. Peace with it. What's happening?
Oh, we having a blast. We having a blast. Been a high day with me and the Most High in Scripture. Gonna reveal some things. I'm ready to go. What we talking about today? I'm ready to go.
Wherever you see on the ticker down there, it said the black man is stressed. It's us against the world. I mean, I know you're gonna bring in some hot monkey lava on the scripture side of the game. But what you got?
I got to. Now, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, on this planet, we're going to go through a lot of things. And it's all about, you know what I'm saying, free will And it seems simple, but it's very powerful. But it comes down to free will on how you're gonna respond to things.
Right.
So your perception, even though it might be influenced by a negative situation, doesn't mean that it has to say, I accept what's going on and I agree that it's negative. Point blank being, you know what I'm saying, that we've all been in situations whereas we thought it might have been a bad thing going on at the time frame, or going through a situation or instance or something, job, whatever it is. But in retrospect, look back, it's like, had it not went that way, I wouldn't have found out this, and I'm better for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it all comes on, you know what I'm saying, on what the experience is. And the thing about it, there are tests and trials that all of us must go through. And the thing about it, you have to, because it helps grow.
Yeah.
Some people, a lot of our people, are still stuck in the same class. They ain't moved on from that class.
Nope. And that's the thing that hurts. That's the thing that hurts us the most, you know, because a lot of times, you know, you have black women out here saying stuff like, we have problems too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we learn how to weather those problems. Y'all not no better than us, and but we understand that. We never said that it was gonna ever be a problem, be a point where we gonna make ourselves better than our queens. You know what I'm saying? Because we both been in bondage of slavery in this country, but for some odd reason, the system basically gave them a better pick at the litter in life than he gave us. But a lot of them don't seem to understand that, because they think that we getting a better pick of the litter than they are. But guess who's the one getting shot down in the street every chance you get? Getting arrested, getting put in prison and things of that nature in a high in a Norman rate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a black woman have more of a chance in basically getting better education and job preferences and things of that nature, and making more money than a black man can make. And that's because she's easy to deal with. See, a strong-minded black man, an alpha male like me and you, we gonna catch hell in society because we gonna be considered as too hard to deal with.
But here's the thing. Society has been, you know what I'm saying, washed down by the feminine spirit that we can't see, but we see the effects of.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, because we're in the image of an alpha male God, that's what the problem is, that lies utterly on everything.
Right.
Because you got to remember something. The new age right now is saying the same thing that their scripture is: do what thou wilt. Be what you want. You can confuse who you want to. It's not wrong to confuse. It's not wrong to deceive. It's not wrong to molest. It's not wrong to abuse. But see, all these things are in the satanic Bible. All this that they're talking about on political schemes is in the satanic Bible. That's what it comes down to. Now, they like to dress it up because, and we already in that month of Halloween, October, so it's going to be a lot of trick-or-treating people.
By the way, I got my costume. I'm ordering me a costume. I'm going to a costume party in Hollow because it's Saturday. Well, it's the 28th of October. We supposed to be DJing, doing a Halloween party in Hollandale with Sade. Shout out to Sade, my cousin, Chopper's cousin. She always throw these Halloween parties, and a lot of times I get a chance to make it, and a lot of times I don't. But this year I'm gonna go there because she want me and him to DJ. So I'm coming as a motherfucking conductor. Okay. A motherfucking locomotive conductor. I'm gonna have my overalls and my conductor hat, as well as my red rag around my neck. And ain't gonna be no gangbangers. Ain't gonna be no gangbanging shit. I'm gonna be an engineer. I'm coming as an engineer.
Well, I'm praying for everybody out there, and that everybody has a safe, you know what I'm saying, night, and everybody comes home safe. I mean, I'm done with it. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but I'm done with it. I had my time coming up, and I had a blast with it. But my thing is now, it's like, nah, I don't want to get
I
involved.
understand that. I understand that, bro. But you know, this is a party. You know, a little get together that she's throwing at her pop's spot. You know what I'm saying? Club or whatever.
Like I say, I want it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I say
I
I
know
hope
what you're
everybody
saying. I
stay.
mean, like I say,
I
I
want
don't do
everybody to stay.
you know me. I don't do holidays at all. But you know, that's pretty much the only situation that I would do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I mean, like I say, you know, even when I was young, man, we trick or treat, but I ain't doing all that shit. I'm just playing music. I'm just you know, just going along with the punches of that party because it is a little party. You know what I'm saying? I
So
mean,
you say you're going dressed up as the engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I mean, you remember how the engineers used to dress back in the day with the overalls, the hat, and the red rag. But I'm not gonna be going looking like no gangbanger though. I'm gonna have it around my neck.
That's how they do it around the neck. That's how the gangbangers do it. They
See,
put it around their neck.
I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I said that shit.
I'm just trying to figure out why you wanted to say it, because I know that's what you want to do.
Yeah. No, because I you know what? No, you know what you gonna do? I know you 30 plus years. I already know you gonna come. You gonna like what if I would to say I'm putting a rag around a rag on? You know, you gonna say what color rag?
I ain't gotta say nothing. I already know what you gonna say.
What color? What color rag? I'm gonna be like, man, I'm just gonna have.
I already know
what you gonna wear. I already know what you gonna wear.
I already know what color you gonna come in there.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I just went ahead and beat you to the punch on that. But yeah, I mean, we just gonna have a little good time, you know what I'm saying?
All right, but yeah. Anyway, though, so let's get back to this topic. What was going on with the topic? Let's get back to this meat and potatoes here, man.
Well, like I say, the topic is the black man is stressed. Is us against the world.
Okay, now before I came in, what points was you making? Because I didn't get that part. I was still backstage.
Oh no, I was just saying, you know, the whole concept of the topic, and the whole concept of the topic was, you know, as a black man, we basically find ourselves basically, you know, ducking and dodging bullets. You know, and I'm not just saying bullets literally, but but that's part of the game. But it's everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything is being thrown our way. Everything.
Okay. Now, I have to, I 1,000%, you know what I'm saying, agree on that.
Oh yeah, you're a black man yourself, so hell yeah, all day.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give it to you twofold. Because on a spiritual standpoint of things, if the planet was still perfect, me, you, and our women would be gods and goddesses doing extraordinary things outside of the normal thing. That's what we lost.
Right.
On the physical side of things down here, civilization be to the point where we'll have a utopia on the planet where everything's in harmony and unity. But we ain't got it that way because disobedience brings about consequences, people.
Yep.
And in that, when you put it in the classroom, it is now a test because now all of a sudden you can't have it the easy way.
Nope.
You got to fail or either pass the test to prove to yourself and the universe that this is my way of doing things, either the wrong way or the right way.
That's right. And that's how it started up. It started up like that. You know, I mean, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, on both sides of the coin, because you even have Africans, Black Africans saying, you black men, you all the way, black American men is always making up excuses about the white man. The white man has nothing to do with your failure. You failing yourself by doing your own people wrong. And it's like, who the fuck is you to be telling me what am I doing wrong? When you had to come over here and basically sacrifice your concepts, not even saying shit to me when you get here, or having no kind of dealings with me, nowhere in sight. So who the fuck you basically not being who the fuck you are, because you calling out.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do now, I'm writing this for school. It's a research paper that I have, you know what I'm saying? And I decided to write on, you know what I'm saying, something that's personal to me. But it's our history. This is the rough draft here. So I'm gonna, once I send that out tomorrow, I'm gonna send you a copy, and I'm gonna put another one on Facebook. They're gonna let it sit. It's gonna be my story. Gonna be my story on that way. But my thing is, we at a point right now. Either we gonna find the ultimate truth and get with it and stick with it, or we just gonna go ahead and continue to play along on the path. Because so far, what I'm seeing, there's still chaos in the world, regardless of what's going on and who's saying what and how they doing it, good or bad. Our people are not moving. Our people are still, it's getting worse. It's getting to the point now that I don't even know what generation we in right now. I know, you know what I'm saying, we coming from baby boomers and
it's supposed to be Generation Z.
So my thing, I don't even know what's going on with the generation right now, because they ain't even living to the point where they even get to the point where I ain't even count them up, because they already dying before they get there. So how do you even start to count the generations that don't even yet begin to live?
Well,
here's another thing.
You said something. Okay, go ahead. Because I was gonna say something.
I gotta get back in there because they just brought up another point.
Yeah.
Our queens, and I say that strongly because I want them to understand that that's what they are, abort 4,000, you know what I'm saying, of our babies yearly. And my thing is, these could be the men of the future that changes if they trained up right. These could be the men that fill those gaps, you know what I'm saying, for our lonely, you know what I'm saying, women and things that's out there. They need a strong man because if they trained up right.
Right.
But why would you not shed tears for that life, but yet wait till you raise something that is out of control and gets killed later on and shed tears for that? What's the difference? How is one more powerful than the other? How is one more loved than the other?
Yeah.
So that's another stretch. And I'm going to say that from a standpoint, because from a man's standpoint, they told our women that you have the right to do whatever you want to do. But from what I remember, it takes two to tango. Now, we're not talking about, you know what I'm saying, baby milk, Pampers, or none of that, because all the baby's not here yet. What I'm saying is, without the man, the seed, the egg would never got fertilized. He's the seed carrier. So he has everything to do with it as well. But they got the man on the run. They got the stress on the woman. She sees that it's better not to bring another mouth into this house. And the thing about it is, the spirit of death gets fed both ways. So our women are killing, and our men are killing. What do you think about that, bro?
Bro, I had fucked around and went out on accident. You were saying something, wait a minute. I mean, before I cut out, because I was up here trying to figure out, because see, I'm doing this podcast via my cell phone, because I ain't got my studio She hooked up because, like I said, I'm still on call as far as moving the load around, but because my load is still in the dock, you know what I'm saying? That's why I still got my vest on, my safety vest on. But you were saying something about the woman being, you said something about she was being stressed or something? Is that what you said?
I said the woman's being stressed. I said first, I'm backing up. I said the man's on the run from being stressed from the government in the street. The woman's being stressed from the man not being there, have to raise a man that's going to be on the street. And here's the thing about it. Nobody wins. So once they do these abortions, thinking that it's the easy way out, we got our women murderers out here, and we got our men being murderers out here. We indeed do. We in too deep.
Well, on the abortion side of the game, bro, I don't go along with it because I feel like when a child comes in the world, that's the most beautiful thing God could ever let man create. I mean, bring in, help create and bring into this world, because it's new life. It's basically an offshoot of yourself being born again.
I just don't want to think that you don't know how deep that goes, though, bro.
Because the reason why a lot of people want to abort their child or whatever the case may be is either because they how can I say it? They had a one night stand with a motherfucker that they really didn't want to be with, or health issues, or but that's still on the same level as being with somebody that you really don't want to be with, because 9 times out of 10, sometimes the guy be the one be trying to get the woman to get an abortion because he be like, I don't want to have no child with you because I really don't like you like that. And then a lot of times she'll say that it'd be vice versa. She don't want to have a child with this man because she don't really like him like that. And then a lot of times motherfuckers just do it because of financial concerns. I ain't making no money. He ain't making no money. So we can't bring no child in the world broke. But you got to think about it. Back in the olden days, if you was broke, goddammit, we all, if the child come in the world and you broke and he broke, we all broke. We just broke together as a family.
Well, let's just get down to the nitty gritty to it then. So we understand they having sex, so both of them stressed out. Ain't that the base problem?
Pretty much.
Now, in that animalistic phase, when your lust is high and your ambition and spirits are down, this is where we get the wild stuff coming from, people. Everybody, let's lose. It's catastrophe after night. But my thing is, we can't put ourselves in this position because right now we still don't know who we are. That's why we doing what we doing to ourselves. And the thing about it was that abortion thing, that was a white woman's thing. It wasn't ours. So remember, they had us to the point where, even though they were saying that we need y'all to breed for slavery, it had already been mandated by the Most High that they're going to be fruitful and multiply. And the more they oppressed them, the more that their numbers grew. So when you had a divine hand on it,
they learned that. They learned all that. That's why they trying to get you to abort. They try to penalize you to a certain degree. They already, when the child comes into the world good, they come at you with motherfucking child support papers about putting the man on child support. The woman body ain't even well yet. They coming at her with assistance, government assistance papers.
And I got to interject right there while, let you going on. But it's just, you know what I'm saying, now, you know what I'm saying, commercial break. And fellas, when you out here, you know what I'm saying, with your women, and you happen, you know what I'm saying, just have a newborn, you need to wait them 6 weeks. Her body is not healed yet. There is no rush. There's no need to say that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have to go outside of this and do things. Because outside, you don't know what's going to get. Either some type of clap or the gun clap. That's what's outside now. That's why it makes it dangerous to be moving crazy.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I mean, but a lot of times guys be like, man, I be needing shit. Dude, you better do what the Romans do. You better goddamn learn how to jack off or look at some porn or something and think about that shit. And think about the woman that you with and goddamn it, and just wonder, you know, because like I say, a lot of times when women have babies, it don't take that long. It take maybe a month and a half for them to, you know what I'm saying, 2 months or something like that, for them to really get really seriously well, you know, down there. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they get those stitches. It all depends on what kind of if they getting, you know, the regular vagina opening or the C-section. But even with the C-section, you don't even want to fuck with her for a while, period. Because it's gonna take a good while, you know, for that C-section to resolve. You know what I'm saying? But you got some guys, they don't give a fuck. Goddamn, I need this shit, and here she is, got to hurt herself to make you feel good.
Well,
you know,
I mean, it all depends. I mean, some women feel like, you know, they'd rather have it that way. Some other rather they have it natural. Me, myself, my personal opinion, I'd rather for them have it natural, because the thing about it with that pressure, you know what I'm saying, going through that, you know what I'm saying, and that's like one of those scenes where it can always burst open. And that's painful, and that takes healing, double healing. And the older you get, the longer it takes to heal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you to go through that.
Oh, yeah. No, if you really care about a woman's anatomy, you wait, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know how it was when my son was born. Shit. I was good any damn way, because even when my son was born, hell, I was on the goddamn road, so shit. I was too fucking busy to even think about it half of the time, so it really didn't bother me as much, you know. I mean, but anyway, I was trying to look. I accidentally cut myself off because, like I said, I'm doing it over my phone, but I was trying to figure out how to share. But I think we're probably going to do a run-in probably on the new show about there was some videos that I wanted to show. Well, shout out to Hollandale Simmons. They won 47-0 last night at the homecoming game, football game. Everybody, you know, class of 95 I seen pictures of them, you know what I'm saying? They was in the place to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I saw a couple of those slides too.
Yeah, you know, it was good seeing, you know, a lot of the folks, you know, in our class, you know what I'm saying? Indeed. You know, much love, respect. But it ended up going out with a bang after all. And when I say a bang, they got to fighting at the school after the damn homecoming game last night.
Tell us what happened.
Well, from what I've read on Facebook, you know, here's the thing right here. You know, when I hear, you know, I've always made it a clear value of why black men and black women need to come to an agreement with each other, because we need each other. And I strongly say that for a reason, because last night, I don't know who the fuck the little young ladies were, but according to this Facebook post that I seen, it was two women, daughters that knew each other, and I think it's like 2 or 3 more females or something that got to fighting, and a grown person jumped in and supposed to swing on one of the little girls too. And they going back and forth with each other on Facebook. 2 grown women. You know, this makes the whole concepts of society by the white power structure that basically runs everything in this fucking country smile, and they giggle, yuck, yuck, and basically have a heyday knowing that Black women are in the state of emergency because she thinks she can run shit by herself, but at the same time can't even control a simple situation like that with her child. Because when I was young back in the days, that was unheard of. That was unheard of for a woman to even think about putting her hands on a child. Mm-hmm. No matter how mad she is about her child getting her ass whooped or whatever the case may be. It was to the point where, you know, you whoop my child ass, okay, now me and your mother need to talk and see what the hell and resolve the problem. Why y'all acting a fool at school like this?
It used to be like that.
Yeah, it used to be. But like I say, when a woman basically is thinking about herself and doing things by herself, she tend to do stupid shit. And it's not, and the Most High didn't create us to be divided like that, because it was supposed to be, they say what the old saying was, two heads are better than one. Because a lot of times a woman will get very tense about her child as fast as her son, as fast as the father. That's understandable because she carried the child for 9 months. She's the first person to look that child in the eye. So that's understandable about that. But at the same time, when she get ready to think about doing something crazy, the man will say, hey, baby, no, you don't need to do that. Y'all need to get together and talk this out. Like women. But now she ain't got no motherfucking body to tell her that no more. So she basically take it at her own risk and do stupid shit. You see it all the time on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these social media sites, TikTok, you know, showing Black women at her ignorance. Hold on, bro. Hold on just a second. All right, they got my trailer loaded. I'm gonna go and hook up to this bad boy, bro. Let's go on a little commercial break. I'm gonna hook up to this trailer and everything, get this paperwork. So it's gonna be kind of a little bit. Just hold your horses. I'll be right back. Unless you wanted this, continue to talk to the people. And because I'm gonna cut my camera out for a second. You can go ahead and continue talking if you can, or you want to take a break.
Wait till you come on back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go on a break right quick. Gonna cut the music up a little bit, and I'm gonna go on a break. I'll be right back.
All right, then.
I'll be right back, people. Hold your horses. We'll be right back.
Struggling in the street, hoping that I eat, yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle, yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle, yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. Look bag on me like groceries, and love with money I supposed to be. I be fiending for it, no jealousy. Niggas playing who holding me. Waited all year for this minute, man. Plus your lady said that you a minute, man. Gave it back when I was finishing. Serena ass made a tennis fan. Too much sauce for them nuggets. I got too much shit for these huggies. All these bags and no buggies. From the dirty south, oh that's muddy. You all talking, no action. Niggas playing with my passion. Wanna feed the beat, then I'm taxing. I need cash only transactions. I got fast car, racing to the money, this is NASCAR. They hated on me, I was broke, that's the sad part. Man, she older and she paid, she a Jaguar. Suicide flights, I'm the last star. I can't blame him cause a nigga barely famous and it hurt when nigga deep. Life in 90s, all I ever really wanted was to count a bag of money. Got these bitches looking funny, swagger morphing like I'm Tommy. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. All my life I had to struggle, so all I know is hustle. Yeah. All I wanted was a bad bitch, couple kids, couple millions, living lavish. I guess my music wasn't magic. Okay, maybe just a tad bit. Always kept a nigga sane, never average. ABC rapping ass nigga savage. Look at me, I got the juice like a glass pitch. Sad shit, bad mix, but don't ask it. So I probably never make it in the industry. And I ain't tripping, don't support me, ain't offending me. I'm mostly mad at the motherfuckers kin to me. They gave up on me even though they kin to me. Yeah. All my life I had to struggle.
I'll be your pacifier.
dog does a bone. I'll stay right there until the cows come home. Just work on me, baby, until I'm weak in my knees. Nibble on me, baby, just like a rat does cheese. The things you do, it's a doggone shame. It's a doggone shame. Don't you know into my brain? The way I'm feeling, I'm hard as a brain. Girl, you can have all of my sweet close tea. I'll be your pacifier. Girl, I won't deny ya. I'll be your pacifier. Girl, I won't deny ya. It's just a work on it, baby. Hey, it's just a
Oh, go around? Okay. All right. Can I just get on that scale or how y'all? Okay. All right. This is right. Great.
I'm back. I'm back, people. I'm back. Your boy Chaos is back. I had to do a little moving around with this trailer. Now I'm off the clock. Well, I'm off the clock for the night, so I can really chime in on the podcast now. I had to, like I said, it be that way sometimes. Be trying to do this and that, you know what I'm saying? I be busy as ever. You know what I'm saying? One thing about the life of a trucker, you know what I'm saying? There's no certain time of work. Every time is a good time as a trucker. Every working time is a good time. A lot of times we be out here, rain, sleet, or snow. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else be off and in their own little world. Ain't like that with a truck driver. Yeah, hopefully Dark Prince come on back on and finish his situation. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get him back on, tell him to come on back on. Let him know he come on. But he probably think I'm probably still busy. But oh, here you go. He's back. All right. All right, bro. You back. We back, man. I had to move, get my trailer out the door and get this damn paperwork and make sure everything's legit. Now I'm shut down for the evening.
I was saying, pardon the interruption.
Yeah. I had to handle that real quick, you know what I'm saying, and shut on down and give me a parking spot so we can finish this whole topic. But, you know, like I was saying earlier, that little situation that went on in Hollandale last night at the football game, you know, it's hard for me to really stomach if that really happened, you know, as far as grown ass women jumping on little kids or even having a conversation with a young child, you know, like they kids themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be, you know, grown person to grown person to talk to both parties, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, the whole situation has turned another direction. And it turned another direction for a reason, because like you say, what's running this whole society now is the feminist movement. And the feminist movement is basically another unaccountability tool that's being used in society. You don't have to be accountable for shit anymore. You don't have to basically go by how God created you to be anymore. You can be whoever the fuck you want to be. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if you fuck up, and if they fuck up, so be it. Let it go and go on about your business. Mind your own business. That's the new thing now. Mind your own business. You know what I'm saying? Lizzo can get out here and show her asshole to the world. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly goes to jail on a lie, and we go along with that. Bill Cosby goes to jail on a lie, and we go along with that. Jackson, Mississippi gets muddy water. We going along with it. Brett Favre steals welfare money to build his daughter's volleyball team, a motherfucking arena or gym or whatever the fuck. We go along with it. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is not the president no more because he's a racist. But there's a bigger racist in the goddamn White House. But he ain't showing his racism. We go along with it. So basically now, it's just, hey, it is what it is. It don't matter. This is the kind of society that we're living in now. and nobody is being held accountable for shit anymore. So when I see stuff like that, Brother Steve, aka Dark Prince, I keep my distance as much as I can because I know that this is not right. This is not no damn new normal to me. It's not normal. They told us to put on masks to keep from getting this imaginary boogeyman called COVID. But at the same damn time, your feet, your legs, your body's exposed. Don't realize that you got over 100-some thousand pores in your body. You don't think bacteria can't enter into your skin? You think it's just your nose and your mouth? No, it come in wherever that you can, whatever got a pore in it, that bacteria can enter your body. It doesn't matter where you at. Where that bacteria goes. It can come, the easiest part, we all know it come to your mouth and nose, but it also can come to your skin. So if in that case, you that damn insecure about the situation, put on a whole goddamn hazmat suit on. See how it works for you. But you ain't gonna put that on because you know that's gonna make you look even stupider than how you look putting that mask on. But see, this is the society that they say is the new normal. And I'm not down with it. I ain't gonna ever be down with it. Call me an oddball, call me a lame, call me a crazy, evil, mean black man. Yeah, I can be all that. But at the same damn time, you can check my goddamn criminal record and find out that I don't have one. I ain't never went out here and just started doing no goddamn high school shooting. I ain't never went out here and raped nobody's little girl or little boy. I ain't never went out and sold drugs in front of people's houses and did any kind of felony type of charges in society. Other than that, I wouldn't be doing what the fuck I'm doing now. But at the same time, I'm hard to deal with in a lot of people's eyesight, and hey, it's cool. I'm fine. I'm fine with that because they let me know that I'm doing something right. Because if I was doing something wrong, everybody loved me to have the damn death. Because that's how Satan works. Satan don't like good. He like bad. And that's what's running this goddamn nation. Satan. This is a demonic society we're living in. We don't have to be held accountable for shit. And it's gotten worse than it has ever gotten since slavery. Because I never in my life knew that I can turn on a rap song and like a certain rap artist today and his ass is dead tomorrow. Never heard no shit like that. LL Cool J was one of my favorite solo rappers of all time back in the days. When I bought his goddamn album, Radio, back in 1985, that was my first cassette tape I've ever, in the history of hip hop, ever owned. And I was 9 years old, bought this cassette tape from Tower Records in Los Angeles, a record store called Tower Records. And around that time, a year later, Ice-T comes out with the Power album. That's the album with Darlene Ortiz in the front of the album. Well, was that a couple, that was about 3 years ago. No, 3 years after LL was dropped his album in 85, 86, 87, 88. It was 88. Ice-T dropped that Power album. Because they had High Rollers on there. I'm a Pusher Man, all that shit was on there. And that was the most controversial album cover in history because Darlene Ortiz was standing up with a motherfucking sawed-off, a pistol grip pump. 12 gauge, letting it be known that I'm down with my man, which was Ice-T at the time. But the front cover was her on the front, Ice-T, and DJ Evil Lee. But at the same time, you didn't see Ice-T. You didn't see Ice-T hands behind his back. You didn't know what the hell Ice-T had behind his back. You just thought he had his hand holding his other, had his hand in a balled up type of situation. But if you turn the album cover, you can see Ice-T had a motherfucking gat. You seen Darlene with the gat right front and center, but you seen Evil Lee and goddamn Ice-T hands behind their back. Like you didn't see no motherfucking gun. You didn't know what the hell they had behind their back until you turned the album cover mode. That's power. But see, the thing of it, what I'm getting at is the fact that the 80s was an era where black men really started to know their role in society and how to hold things down for the fam bam, as well as the community. That shit don't exist no more because, like I say, look where we at now, 30 plus years later. The feminine movement moves in. You got Black Lives Matter. You got the LGBTQ. You got the Me Too movement. You got the what this other shit, Black Girl Rock movement or whatever the fuck. All this feminine shit going on, and that's why these young men are shooting up each other and doing all kind of shit because there's no men movements that teach these young men how to be men. They basically looking at the women learn how to be women instead. That's why they doing what they doing. So yeah, black men. So the black man got the right to be stressed because he's being outdone. He's being outgunned and outnumbered by his own kind. It's bad enough with the other motherfuckers looking down on us. Now we getting outdone by the black woman. But go ahead, bro.
Nah, you said a mouthful on that.
I mean, you just gotta see. I mean, I just see shit for what it is. I see shit for what it is, bro. And this ain't about me being, a womanizer against black women, because I love black women. I came from a black woman, and she was the most important person in my life because she gave me life, and she basically did everything that a mother's supposed to do for a child. My mother didn't neglect me. My mother, like I say, my mother and I never departed from each other, maybe probably 2 or 3 months. When I first left my mother for the first time, when I turned 18, I went to Los Angeles. I flew back to LA in 94 by myself. And I never did no shit like that before. I never got on a plane by myself. A lot of times when we go on, we take a trip, across country on the plane, I'm with my mother and my father. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm with family or something. But I got on the plane by myself. It was me and my uncle when I was leaving, going back to LA. My uncle was going to Gardena. I went to Inglewood. But I went out to Gardena because my sister haven't got all work at the time when I got out to LA. And I just went over his house and kicked it with him for a little bit until my sister came pick me up. But that was my first time ever just flying out by myself. You know what I'm saying? And my mother called all day, every day, seeing what the fuck I was doing. Because my mother, that's a mother. She gonna look out for her baby or whatever the case may be. And my sister couldn't stand that shit. Cause my sister was like, God damn, mama, Maurice okay. He fine. Everything good. And my mom like, girl, I don't want to hear that. I want to talk to my son. And then, because I know one time it was funny though, Brother Dobrin, when I got to LA and I got off the plane and I went over to my uncle's house, then when I went over to my sister's house in Inglewood, I called my mom. I said, hello? And she said, hey, you done made it to LA. I was like, pretty good. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I made it home. She said, boy, don't play with me. You know you're home right here in Hollandale. But I was excited because I was in LA. Okay, I'm back on the West Coast. What? I'm back out in the South. I'm back in the South Central now. Shit. So I'm like, boy, you just stay out there, have fun, don't get in no trouble, and and when it's time you get your head back on that plane, you better get your head back on that plane. You know, but I understand that now more than ever than I did back then. Because that was just mama just being mama. But I never stayed away from my mother no longer than probably 2 or 3 months. A year? Boy, forget it. My mama would lose her mind. You know what I'm saying? But when she died, I had to stomach that she had actually deceased because it didn't feel like it. Like I told you back here before when we had the conversation. You know, because when she died and me and my dad got into it and I went over to my grandmama's house, stayed over my grandma's house, and when I made up in my mind to apologize to my dad, he told me he forgave me and everything. He was like, it was all good. You know what I'm saying? He told me to go on back to the house. He said, because nobody wasn't at the house. So by me going back to the house for the first time since my mama had passed, it just felt funny because I sat on that couch and I just heard nothing but quiet. The central air unit. You know, we had central air in the house. You could just hear the unit running, and the house just felt like something wasn't there. And I was, you know, and by me sitting on that couch, I'm looking around. I cut the TV on. I'm looking around. I'm expecting my mama to come out the kitchen like, you want some? What you want to eat tonight, or whatever? Or, you know, you want some breakfast or something like that? And I didn't hear that voice. So I literally started crying. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that, yeah, literally, she is really gone. What am I going to do now? You know? So all this shit going on in the world, even back then, it started to really let me give me a real eye-opener that, okay, now, Mr. King, it's time to step your game up. It's time to be a fucking man out here. Your mama's gone. Your daddy's where he at. Okay, let's make some moves. And I started making moves. I started traveling and doing shit, and you know, I had to get my diploma. You know, I went back and got my damn diploma, and you know, graduated and moved on. By the time I left and went back to LA in '96. You know, it felt pretty good being there, but I was still thinking about the fact that she was gone. But at the same time, it was like half and half. You know, and then I'm out here in California. I'm out there in California, and this was around the East Coast versus West Coast rap war shit going on. So I'm trying to stomach this shit at the same damn time, trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on. Because when I was down south, yeah, we was listening to West Coast music, of course, because that's where I'm from. But I was listening to a lot of East Coast music too. So I had my Method Man CD and Outkast and 8-Ball MJG and all this shit. But everybody was like, you know, even my niece, shout out to my niece Janae, she was like, I don't mean no harm. She was like, but you can't be playing all the East Coast music out here in Cali. Because they got problems with motherfuckers playing East Coast music out here. And I told her, I said, I don't give a fuck what they got a problem with. All right, you know, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I said, I wish a motherfucker would tell me to cut my shit off. Because, nigga, I'm up in the motherfucking, in my sister apartment, goddamn, bumping the shit out of METHOD Man. And that's the remix, the Method Man remix on that Tikal album. The last track on that album. And that bass, and then he got a song called Sub Crazy, which is track 7. That motherfucking bass sounds so goddamn good, Brother Dark Prince, man. Motherfucking downstairs neighbors was like, can you cut that down just a little bit? Because you got my kind of vibrating up in my damn dining room. And I'm like, shit, I'm like, ooh, this shit sound good. But I didn't give a fuck about that East Coast, West Coast shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But at the same time, when Nas came and did his record signing down the street from the house at what's the name, that Blockbuster Music, remember Blockbuster Video? Well, Blockbuster Video had Blockbuster Music and Video. And that was a big ass store, man. That motherfucker had everything. And Nas came there to do a records. He was signing his new, sign autograph for his new album. It was written. And I got a chance to meet brother Nasir. And that's how I found out that his moms and them was from Mississippi, or from Natchez.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, because I was telling him, he was like, you kind of like, you got that a little down south accent a little bit. I said, yeah, because I was, that's where I was living at. I was living in Mississippi. He was like, for real? He was like, man, my dad is from Natchez. I'm like, no shit. He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn. It made me feel good, because I was like, oh man, I'm like, damn. I'm like, but like I say, you just never know with these celebrities. A lot of celebrities probably, I want to say, ballpark figures, 60% of the black celebrities in Hollywood, in the industry rather, are from Mississippi. Hands down. But
they don't want to talk about it though.
Oh yeah. A lot of them. I mean, but the industry clearly has made it to the point where they don't want the celebrities to bring up Mississippi because of Mississippi's dark history of lynching and things of that nature.
And dog water right now.
Okay, I mean, like I say, again, about the situation in Jackson with the water crisis.
And Brett Favre, still in the media.
And Brett Favre. See, people already got the spotlight on Mississippi. They've been had this spotlight. They already do. You know what they do when they hear about Mississippi? That ain't nothing new. That's Mississippi. I used to hear motherfuckers when I was in California back in the days said when they go to Mississippi, they'd rather just go up through Memphis and Tennessee way to go to the East Coast or go out to Florida or whatever. They'll go up and then come back down. They didn't want to have no parts of Mississippi because of the dark history of Mississippi. I ain't talking about black people, just black people. I'm talking about Caucasians too. Because you got Caucasian people don't like Mississippi. They can't stand it. They can't stand the Southeast, period. It's a lot of Caucasian people that can't stand the South. That's why a lot of Caucasian people that come from the South don't like to go out west. Talking about go to California, they call California, what they call California? It's a little funny little name they call it. California. It's something dealing with politics. Oh, California. Like communist. California.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's my first time hearing that.
Yeah, California. That's what the Republican Caucasians call it. Because California is a Democratic state. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Nas. Nas, me and him was having a conversation, and then he signed my CD, and then he told me, I said, I got your first CD too, Illmatic. He said, oh, for real? He said, you got it on you now? I said, no, it's at the apartment down the street from here. He was like, oh, he said, man, I'll be here for a while. I'll sign the autograph on that one. I said, okay. I said, man, you don't mind if I take a picture with you? You know what I'm saying? He said, sure, man, come on. Me and my niece was gonna take a picture with him. One of the security guards like, no pictures. And me and Nas looked at dude like, what the fuck you mean no picture? And he was like, man, that East Coast, West Coast shit, man. You know how shit is, man. It's getting kind of crazy out here. And I was like, man, that's a fan. What the fuck they got to do with anything? He said, but you know how it is now. And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. And I said, man, you know what? That's why I'm going to get back on my TWA flight back to New York tonight. I'm leaving. He said, as soon as I get through doing this interview with 92.3, The Beat at the time, he said, when I get through talking to DJ Paradise, I'm heading back. He said, I'm going to do an interview with Power 106 with Big Boy. And then he said after he do that interview with Big Boy, he was catching his flight back to New York. He's like, I ain't got the time for this shit. Because he even brought up about, he told me about the track. He had a track. Matter of fact, I would play it, but I'm scared. I know Facebook will flag me about it. But he did a track with Dr. Dre. Yeah. He did a track with Dr. Dre. And that's where him and Tupac fell out, because Tupac was mad at Dre for, he was like, how the fuck you gonna do a song with these niggas like that? But, Lord behold, he didn't even, Dre had left Death Row then. He wasn't with Death Row. He started Aftermath when he had, he was getting ready to start Aftermath when he did that track with Nas. And it didn't get no radio play though.
No.
Of course, because these are supposed to be two rivals going at it, so they didn't want that.
That ain't good for business.
Huh?
It ain't good for business.
Yeah, and see, like I said, it was just crazy, man, at that time, But the whole concepts of that hip hop shit, man, for the black man anyway, because we created the shit. Hip hop has been a part of our culture way before hip hop even been hip hop, because it was something else 20,000 years ago. Hip hop being in our blood since the beginning of time. It's just going to different name stages. It's just like when I see on Facebook, they post an old 1940 video of this brother. I forgot who his name was, but he was rhyming. And they put a rap beat on top of it. And it's like, man, this is rapping hip hop back in 1940. And I'm like, that was something else. That was probably, I forgot what they called it. It was kind of like doo-bop or some shit like that, but it wasn't hip hop. But it was on the level as hip hop, because they was rhyming. I mean, hell, rhyming been going on forever. I mean, hell, Muhammad Ali was rhyming when he was saying shit.
Out there beating up people.
Yeah. But I mean, but everything that we created has always been powerful. And the Caucasian man seen it, and he took it and said, you know what? I can make some money off of this. And he did just that. He said, I'm gonna make a whole lot of money off of it, and I'm gonna get a Negro some crumbs. He gonna bake the cake. I'm gonna get the whole goddamn cake, and I'm gonna give him a piece of it. Let him get a little taste, not all. He ain't gonna taste it too good. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. Might throw a little milk in there for him if he be a good boy and play the game right. Bro? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little cup of milk. Just for him to wash it down.
Give him a shot. Give him a shot. Shot of milk. Just wash it all down.
But bro, I want to say something. How do it make you feel when when you found out that you can't play certain songs on Facebook that we bought back in the 80s and 90s and on back at the record stores when we had record stores back in the days? How does it make you feel?
I first started laughing at first, and I laughed a long time. Then I think I'm gonna see how gullible our people gonna be about, accepting that. So just to show they can flex a little bit, they'll jump on your account, talking about you getting flagged for this, that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take down videos and all that. Oh, okay, that what makes it funny to me. Because my thing is, you trying to do something about poor, you trying to, it's armed robbery, baby. Cyber armed robbery.
Yes, it is.
I'm supposed to lay down. I just supposed to lay down, and it's easy to say just unbutton your bra.
You're right. You you're right like a motherfucker. I mean, because I laughed myself because that time when when the pandemic first started, and shout out to DJ D Nice was the first DJ who had started doing that, live DJing on social media. And he got away with it because for a little while. And then next thing you know, they start hitting all the DJs started doing it. And then Mr. Charles like, wait a minute, that's too much entertainment.
Yeah.
And they started hitting our asses with copyright infringement back to back. And I remember Jazzy Jeff when he was doing his thing, because he had all the platforms. He had Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and I think Instagram. They blocked him on Instagram and Facebook. Then they turned around and blocked him. And everybody was watching him on Facebook was like, what happened? What happened? And I remember seeing Jazz put up a post afterward. He like, man, we need to get with these record producers and they need to solve this situation because this don't make no sense.
That ain't gonna work.
No.
That ain't gonna work.
No. And then you got us, we so gullible. We sitting up there writing up there, I don't own the copyrights to this music. You write that up there, they still blocking you. Yeah, that's not what it's about. They know you don't own the rights to that music.
Here's the thing. The rappers that go in and the ones that used to be songwriters that write up their own lyrics, that's the original copyright. People don't understand that. That's the original copyright. It's in your handwriting. And you know what I'm saying, you probably dated and stuff like on it when you dated and stuff. And the thing about it is, especially when you put it down that day, as far as onto some music, what the day's date is. Now it's on to, audio. This is the intellectual property, what I'm saying now. That's what it's become. Mm-hmm. So now you already got your copyright because it's really what you created. And then it come in, with the cyber, armed robbery team, talking about we gonna take it.
What's up, Cuzzo? I see Cuzzo then made it on the scene. He said, I believe they trying to make us forget about the past, music and all. Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Hell yeah. Because the music, because you got to think about it. The elements, Earth, Wind, and Fire, when they first came out, they made it beautiful to know about the European, not the European, Egyptian life and things of that nature, knowing about us being kings and queens, knowing about the whole evolution of astrology, astrotheology, your zodiac signs and things of that nature, knowing about the energy of life and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to love each other in unison. They had songs called September. And if you notice, that month is the most popular month of birth in the world. They made a song called September. They had a song called Fantasy. And if you listen to the words to Fantasy, it's talking about all type of black soul life coming out of the goddamn motherland of Africa and Egypt, taking you back to where you originally come from on this planet. And matter of fact, they had a song called Reasons, the reasons that we here. That was my family's. That was a soundtrack to my family right there because my mom and daddy love that damn song right there. Sony got the rights to all that.
Who was Sony? Sony who? What's the last name?
CBS.
Who was the last name? Sony. Who man? Who was Sony? That's my whole thing about it, bro. This Phantom people came in and told y'all it belonged to us. Everybody like, all right, we ain't gonna fight you. Go and take it.
Well, Mr. Boston, you have to understand that we have rights because basically the music comes through our distribution centers. So with that being said, we have strong rights to every song and lyrics that come out of our distribution. So that's not, see, we didn't ask you guys, did you need any help? You came to us. So therefore, we have the right to own everything that we produced out of our studios. Because studio time is not cheap.
All right, sir. I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Nice little surprise I'll be keeping all week for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it right here. And let me see if I can get something. Oh, look at this.
Well, only thing I can say is done now. It's too late, whatever. But see, you know, that, I mean, like I say, they try to make shit that they know sounds stupid than a motherfucker sound intelligent.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to find out who Sony's last name is.
Sony, Universal, and Warner Brothers.
Exactly. These sound like misnomers. You can't take it. You say, I'm suing these people. The folks that's running it, they got last names. They get the checks behind it. You can go get the bill all you want to.
Right. Exactly. I mean, because like I say, they know damn well ain't nobody black, white, red, yellow, brown ever just went around here and say, you know what? Now that I bought this Michael Jackson Thriller album, I'm finna claim the fame to this shit. What? We already know we don't own that man's music. But we love it. We bought it. We love it. Because it sounded good. And y'all was selling it at the goddamn record stores back in the days. So we should have the rights to play it. But you gonna tell me I don't have the rights to play it because it's banned in other countries? These songs are banned in other European countries. I don't give a fuck about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. What the fuck they doing? Listen to what the fuck we got going over here any damn way.
Listen. Here's the thing that the people out here, this is what I need y'all to understand, right?
Yeah, that's true. That.
Yeah.
They straight rock. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but see, cuz that's why I was telling you and many others that whole child molestation and rape and trafficking, all that goof ass shit they making up, don't got nothing to do with the man's music. The man's music is what they going after. They got to make up. It's just like what they did about Osama bin Laden in 9/11. You gotta be dumb as a cup of dirt to think that they was going after Osama bin Laden because he had a threat on America. He couldn't stand America. What the fuck he give a fuck about America for? This man is the richest motherfucker on the planet, a non-Caucasian rich motherfucker on the planet. He don't give a shit about America like that. This man's family owns the world's biggest construction company. They own all type of oil factory oil derricks and oil bunkers and shit in Iraq. They ain't give a fuck about some fucking America, which America, he know America ain't got shit. What the fuck he give a fuck about? I'm talking about America is the great white Satan. You goddamn right it is. They didn't kill 1 billion motherfuckers, niggas over here. I heard a motherfucker say, I remember they had the nerve to say when a Muslim say Allah Akbar, that means he's gonna get ready to blow up something. And all he just said, and all, man, bro, don't be laughing at that shit. It's not funny, man. Come on, for real now. Allah Akbar means God is the greatest. That's all he's saying. They say, oh shit, he's finna blow up something. Everybody head for the heels. Run. What the fuck? Educate yourself, people. That's all I'm saying. God damn. So you better not say that shit when you want to scare these Caucasians. They gonna run up out the goddamn. They gonna break their motherfucking neck.
I don't know. Some of our people might do the same thing.
Oh yeah, they do too. They will too. Shit.
Let somebody be on the back of the bus. One of the transit bus just stand up in the back.
I mean, cause they can sing it. They can sing it, man. They be like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and motherfucker be like, what the fuck? They gonna do some shit. Get that motherfucker. He gonna kill him.
No, they ain't. If they might start singing, start talking about la 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 la, everybody gonna be clearing out.
Cause I didn't want to laugh, but you funny as hell. It's the truth though. I'm just saying. It's the truth. But guess what? These motherfuckers got stores though. They got stores, they got hotels, they got gas stations, they got all this good shit.
I know, cause if they ever do they right in the right place.
I mean, they'll do. I mean, even with their hand out, you know, when they put both their hands out, they be like, "Allahu Akbar." I mean, that's just God is. It's Arabic for God is the greatest.
Yeah,
which he is. Which he is. And man, they ain't got nothing to do with it, man. They trying to blow up something. Come on now, use common sense with this shit. But the Caucasian, he just don't understand it because he's scared, because he know the hell he done on his planet. And he's afraid that it might turn the other cheek on his ass.
Here's the thing. Back in 1987, when the U.S. was having a Cold War with Russia, they recruited Osama bin Laden and gave him weapons and trained him with the U.S. Army to help them try to infiltrate Russia, interestingly enough, through Ukraine, which is the crazy thing about the connection today. So, fast forward, we don't no longer need you. We got our hands on Libya because we no longer have what you call around. And we got our hands on, you know what I'm saying, these nice oil fields on, you know what I'm saying, top part of Africa now. You know what I'm saying? Well, what we need you for, Mr. Obama, what we're going to do is going to get you up out of here. And that's what happened. But we need to go into this new world order, a situation. Somebody going to say in the background, you mean a lie? Yes, a lie to get everybody to believe that he's our enemy. And if you do your military history, he was an ally once before. He never turned, but they turned on him.
Yeah, it did Timothy McVeigh like that. See, Timothy McVeigh was in the military. Timothy McVeigh played a major role in the United States Army. But at the same time, like I said, there's always a method to the madness. If you promise somebody a position and get their hopes up high, chances are they're gonna get mad if they don't get it, especially a Caucasian man, because ain't no telling what the government probably promised that dude and basically did to that dude that made that dude snap like he did. He didn't just snap because he was a crazy, deranged white man. That man had a reason of doing what the fuck he did. And I'm not making up an excuse because I think he was a dirtbag motherfucker to basically do what he did to the federal building. You know what I'm saying? But I like Chris Rock said, but I understand.
Well, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, he ain't the only one that was ex-military, like, you know what I'm saying, the guy that was saying Dover out there in Cali, you know what I'm saying, he joined the police force, he like, well, he saw evil, and he decided to take action.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, see, but you know what? The difference between him and Timothy McVeigh, one was smiling and the other one wasn't.
Well, you already know how the homegrown feel about it. Like, you know what I'm saying, the late now, the chickens coming home to roost, they gonna be definitely smiling because they're like, I've been on your position anyway. You said I was gonna have it, but since you ain't gonna give me, I'm taking the whole building down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because he, you know, like I said, let's see what Cuz said. He said, I went overseas and trust me, they got money and they don't need America. Oh yeah, I know that. And I ain't been overseas. America needs them. They don't need America. And see, one thing about it, this is a capitalist country. This country banks off of every damn thing.
Wait,
illegally at that. That's the reason why when I say that they don't expect young black men to do right. They expect young black men to do wrong, so that way they can put their ass right back where they think they should be at, and that's enslaved.
Is that what they mean by make America great?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Quiet is kept, make America hate again. So they don't give a fuck about us. Michael Jackson told y'all that in the song. All I have to say is that they don't really care about us. Okay then. You think Michael Jackson was just singing that song because it sound good? Hell no.
Well, that's what I told you to say. Why y'all
Michael said that shit because this is how he was feeling back in the 90s. He asked Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, what should I do? Because I want to do a documentary to show Africa and America, black Africa and black Americans, to see how beautiful they mother country is, so they can share each other's way of life. Michael said, I asked my friend Steven Spielberg, can you help me with this documentary? Steven Spielberg replied, Michael, I cannot do. I can do a whole lot of things, but I can't do that. But at the same time, he can go and do Color Purple and make motherfucking black women hate our motherfucking ass because of Celie's character and Sophia's character and Oprah Winfrey's character. Yeah, that video was powerful. Yeah, it was. And the other video Michael came out with, the Earth Song. Now that was shit. That was the shit.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah. Michael was speaking how he was feeling through song. Mm-hmm. They knew what the hell he was doing. That's the reason why he called his album History, because it basically specifies things that he's done being in the industry. That's why he put all his old #1 hits on the goddamn CD. It had 4 goddamn CDs, if I ain't mistaken, wasn't it? Was it 4 CDs? Yeah, it was 4 CDs, 3 or 4 CDs. I got all that shit, so I can't remember. I got all that shit. I got all Michael Jackson music, every last bit of it, because I'm a diehard Michael Jackson fan to the day I die. I remember as a child, when the Thriller album first dropped in 82, I didn't say 83, 82, it dropped, I want to say around my birthday, May of 82. And the first song that I ever heard before Thriller was You Want to Be Starting Something. My auntie, my uncle's wife was bumping that in the goddamn, with the first Nissan 200SX when it first came out. Because she used to work for Nissan, Datsun. It was Datsun back then. Then it changed over to Nissan. And she was one of those what you call that, QC workers, where they check the cars and make sure the cars are working properly, and she can drive any motherfucking Nissan home she wanted to.
Mm.
And back then, that's when they first started putting the cassette tape decks in them cars and stuff. And she had the Michael Jackson went and bought the cassette tape. And that was the first song I heard was "Wanna Be Starting Something," and I fell in love. And I was like, "Wow, that's Mike." I was like, "Okay, that shit sound good." I'm in fucking first grade when this shit came out. See, everybody thought the Thriller album came out in '83, but no, the album came out in '82. It gave a 2-year run. That album was so popular that it gave a 2-year run: '82, '83, '84. Michael Jackson stayed up in the charts. That damn Billie Jean blew up so many times to where they went ahead and they had to put a video out for that song. And they wanted MTV to play it, but MTV said they didn't want to play it because it was a nigga playing. It was a nigga video. Because MTV didn't fuck with nigga music back then.
No.
Until the Jewish. The head Jewish guy, one of the Jewish guys that was the head president of CBS Records, told him, "If y'all motherfuckers don't play Michael Jackson's song, then we're not sending no more of our artists, our Caucasian artists, to videos to that station, and we had your station shut down." They changed the game then. But they had already. But see, David Bowie, God rest his dead, started that. Because David Bowie had an interview with old boy from MTV, and he told David Bowie, said, "I just want to know why y'all not playing black artists." You know what I'm saying? And he said, and the dude was like, "Well, we got subscribers from all over the country, like the Midwest, and they scare pretty easy, when they hear, they so used to looking at white, listen to white music, and and they see black music, they don't, they kind of not used to that, or whatever the case may be." And David Bowie giving that look like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker, whatever that bullshit you talking. David Bowie wasn't trying to hear none of that shit, because he's like, "Man, get the fuck out of here. I know what the problem is. You full of shit, sir. You full of shit." Because see, David Bowie, like I said, David Bowie, God rest his dead, he was, he was down with black, because his song, that song Fame, that was, I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard that song when I was a little boy, I thought that was a black person's song. I didn't know that was David Bowie's song. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, with the little show that had came out behind it.
No, the song that David Bowie had the song that David Bowie came out with back in the 70s. It was on. Matter of fact, it was on next Friday when Peaky got out of the car. Fame, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, okay,
yeah. That's David Bowie's song.
Oh yeah.
But when I was young, I thought that was a brother's song, but that was David Bowie shit.
I'm funky. I like that.
Yeah, but see, David Bowie had a lot of influence with different artists, and he grew to love a lot of black artists because he knew where the music came from.
Yeah,
Michael was so popular that everybody was trying to dress like him. Yeah, exactly. I was one of them. Shit. Mm-hmm. I remember them zipper coats. I wanted one of those coats. Yeah, I had the Thriller jacket.
I had that and the bad jacket with the
I couldn't find that beat it jacket for shit. But that Thriller jacket, I made it. My business had that. I begged my mom, like, "Mom, please, let me get that jacket." My mom bought that bitch. Boy, as soon as she bought that bitch, I wanted to put it on in the stove. But see, that's the thing that basically brought the whole concept of having your own superhero. And Michael Jackson was our superhero, man. And the thing about it is, when you look back, you knew that Michael Jackson had a whole big world of people loving him. A world. I ain't say from fucking California to New York. Maine or some shit. I'm talking about the whole goddamn world, whole country. Countries that I can't even pronounce loving this dude, man. You know, and as I can remember coming up, Michael, everything that Michael did, it brought liquid from commercials. He made Pepsi so much goddamn money. He did about 3 or 4 commercials for Pepsi. And the last commercial that he had did with Pepsi, you know, it fucked up when his hair caught on fire. And the video, they said that they had a video out for it, but Michael Jackson paid them to keep the video under wraps because he didn't want to, you know, Michael was very sensitive. Michael didn't want that shit to be shown, how his hair caught on fire.
No, I don't want that out there like that.
No, yeah. But when he died, Entertainment Tonight was the first motherfucking TV show to premiere to show the rare video of Michael Jackson's hair being caught on fire. They had to wait till he died to show it.
Yeah, they wanted to do that. They had been waiting.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Because I remember I watched Entertainment Tonight. It said tonight on Entertainment Tonight, rare video of Michael Jackson's hair catching on fire. It's on. You can see it on. It's on YouTube right now. You can pull it up.
Now, I don't want to see that goofy. I saw it then when it happened live. I was watching the video. I was watching the commercial.
But you know, when Michael's hair caught on fire, people was making jokes. They were laughing. They were making jokes. I mean, because I remember when I was a little boy, they said they was like, they said it was some kind of little fun, little shit, crazy little shit. Like Pepsi Cola burnt him up. Now he's drinking 7-Up or some shit like that.
Who said that now? Was it Sony? Was it Sony?
No, it was us, motherfucker. It was some hood shit. Oh, I know what it was. They said Michael Jackson is a fag. Michael Jackson something. Or what? Pepsi Cola burnt him up. Now he's drinking 7-Up.
Sound like some, you know, saying something out of the industry, push down into the hood. Tell me some, yeah. Gonna pay y'all, you know what I'm saying, about 5,000. Y'all just need to, you know what I'm saying, come up with a quick little, you know what I'm saying, jingle. This that nigga for, you know what I'm saying? Here, the money yours right here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had all kinds, but see, throughout the years, man, it bothers me to think about it, but I remember even when they were making up rumors saying that he didn't want to be around black people because you will always see him in interviews and different get-togethers, and there's always white people around, and you never seen nobody black. Only black person that was around was Webster, Emmanuel Lewis. But we didn't think nothing. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. All we thought Michael Jackson wanted to be white. The next thing you know, he had the vitiligo situation kicking off to where he had to get his skin bleached or whatever, you know, whatever the case, surgically bleached or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really made people like, see, the nigga want to be black. I mean, they want to be white. And then Michael Jackson had to come out damn near 20 years later to basically expose what was going on with him. And everybody just came to a screeching halt. Like, everybody's mouth just got big, like, oh man, Mike, I'm sorry, Mike. We thought you wanted to be like Caucasian people. Michael Jackson said, God damn it, I never said I wanted to be like Caucasian people. You ain't never seen me get on the microphone and say, you know what, I'm glad I'm being around white people. I'm glad I'm white. I'm going to be white. Michael said, I couldn't get around to you niggas because they was basically holding me down on everything that I done. Even if I wanted to come to the hood, what you going over there for, Michael? You don't need to be over there. They can't give you no money over there. You got to be over here where we at. We the one making you who you are.
Oh, that's...
Michael said that. He said they had rumors having people telling people that I want to be white. I know I'm black. You can see that. I'm black. Yeah, of course I'm black. But I have a skin disorder. When it started in my hands and on my arms and shit. So I went and got surgically done to where I ended up having to just make myself the same color that I was that when I started losing skin. He said his daddy told him somebody in his daddy's side of the family had vitiligo. And it's a trait. But quiet is kept. Like I say, you never know a person's situation till you be with that person. That's just like when they talk about, they said Michael Jackson, like Magic Johnson said out his own mouth at his fucking funeral. He said, man, when I first met Michael for the first time, he said, Michael asked me, he said, Magic, what you want for dinner? And Magic Johnson said, I want some filet mignon and shrimp, and he trying to order all kind of old fancy shit. He said, okay. Michael said, I'm going to get me some KFC. because everybody thought Michael was an arrogant type of guy. They thought he was trying to get out of his blackness. Michael never got out of his blackness.
That's because he had type of money that ain't nobody ever had before.
Yeah, Stephanie Mills. God be pleased with that sister. I love her to death. But they need to bubble wrap Stephanie Mills and keep and watch over her. Stephanie Mills said out of her own mouth, she said, "Shit, Michael ain't never seen Michael try to be somebody that was never trying to be seen to be white." But she said that because her and Michael used to date, and she said when Michael would go to these parties with these folks, she didn't like them.
Nope.
She told Michael, she said, Michael, I love you and everything. She said, but I can't be in a relationship with you because you hang around the wrong people. And I know what the fuck she was talking about. You know what the fuck she was talking about.
Yeah. I know exactly
what people she talking about. She ain't talking about the Indian. She ain't talking about the Indian that go, woo. She wasn't talking about the Mexicans that say, hey, Holmes. She showing the hell wasn't talking about us. She was talking about them Ooish. Them Ooish people.
The Ooish.
The Ooish.
Hold on. Pardon.
All right. Yeah, Prince got a phone call. Every time he blink in, he got a phone call. He probably be back on. I don't know, because I'm starting to wind down on my time. But yeah, with Stephanie Mills, she said out of her own mouth, she's like, shit. Michael, she talked to Michael like Michael was a nigga, because that's what he was. She didn't talk to him like he was some little, like he was like, Mouse Jackson or Mr. Jackson. None of that shit. Like Michael, because she said one time on the Breakfast Club, she said when she seen Michael for the first time in a while, she went on. I think she said she went on the video shoot for the video bad, and she rolled up and she seen Michael, because Michael had got lighter, you know what I'm saying? So she said when she seen Michael, she told Michael, nigga, what you do to your face? And she said Michael just looked at her and started laughing. But she said that's how she talked to him. She said she didn't talk to Michael like like she was scared to talk to Michael, because Michael didn't respect you when you talked it like he was a motherfucking slave driver or some shit like that. Mr. Jackson, hey, Mr. Jackson, oh, Mr. Jackson. And even Eddie Griffin said the same thing. Eddie Griffin said, shit, I ain't talking like no pussy ass motherfucker to Michael Jackson. He like, shit, hey, nigga, what's up, nigga? Because he knew Michael respected him being who he was. And that's how it has to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But everybody knowing by Michael being such a very popular, iconic artist, they just thought, Michael wanted to be this and that. No, yeah, I mean, true enough, he wanted to be respected, but he didn't want to be seen like he was this uppity ass nigga. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I didn't know. Cause it's funny that you say that because my dad got arrested there. He was a big fan of Stephanie Mills. And he used to always talk about how fine and sexy she was. But I never seen her in full form. Because when I seen her on the album cover, I just seen her face, how pretty her face was, you know. But I never seen her body figure until I seen the damn 1989 Grammy Awards. And she came out there, I think, with a damn red dress on. And Lord have mercy. I was like, boy, that one was sexy. Woo! Stephanie Mills, if you watching, even though I don't think you watching, but if you out there in the universe somewhere and you watching, baby, I love you to death. You're a sexy woman there, boy. And you still, and at the age, and I think you 62, 63 or something like that now, and you still got it going on. Woo, jeez. And she said she like young women too, cuz I'm like young men, my bad. She like young men. She liked them. She said she was real crazy about Tupac. She liked guys, you know, young guys and stuff like that. That's all she said she really was dating. She said she dated in her age limit a long time ago. Because I think Stephanie Mills has been married by 2 or 3 times. But see, one thing about Stephanie Mills is one of them type of women where, you know, it's my way or the highway. So that's going to be kind of a tricky situation. But I still respect her because she's a very genuine woman. And, you know, she's still around. And may God be pleased with her and Chaka Khan. Oh, my God, that's another one. Chaka Khan is another beautiful, sexy woman. You know what I'm saying? And it was really a blessing to see her and, you know, Stephanie Mills had their little verses on IG back here. I didn't really get a chance to watch it fully, but I seen parts of it, and that was really a good treat, you know. But Stephanie Mills, cause you're right. She's a bad woman. I want to say Stephanie Mills got to be at least about 5 foot. She's very short. But I guarantee she's the same height in that bed, though. Oh, shit. You same height in that bed, goddamn. You 6'1", just like me, baby. Shit. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Shit. Like I say, Stephanie, Chaka Khan, man. Bubble wrap her, too. She's still around hanging in there. She still got her beautiful voice. You know, I mean, even to the brother, Stevie Wonder, he's still hanging in there. You know. Oh, I know I was going to talk about before I get over here. You know, I know you heard about the situation with DJ Academic. DJ Academic, bruh, I know you probably be on YouTube listening to what everybody's saying about you, but bruh, I'm going to say this. I'm going to probably be the nicest one out of all of them. But bruh, respect the old school. Respect the pioneers of hip hop. Because regardless of what the powers that be put in your head to think that just because these guys ain't had hits in years, they basically laid out the red carpet for people like you to even have a voice on the microphone. Because once upon a time, back in those days of the old niggas or whatever the fuck you said, old dusty motherfuckers, whatever you said on your little shit, they didn't recognize hip hop back then. And it was guys like the old dusty niggas that you talk about basically put foot in ass, blood, sweat, and tears to be heard, to be noticed. And if they didn't really go hard on the paint, being heard, your ass wouldn't be where you are. See, I've heard of your name before, but I've never heard you DJ. Just like I never really heard DJ Khaled DJ, but I finally seen him do a little party back here on, I think on Instagram or something. They show him playing on the ones and twos, and I was pretty impressed because I didn't think he was a DJ. Because everybody was saying this man wasn't no day. He was just calling himself DJ Khaled because of the industry. But when we hear about DJs from when I was coming up, it was DJs that was really playing music, doing something. DJs now, they just call themselves DJs and not doing nothing because they get on the microphone and talk shit. That ain't no DJ. Yeah, he got up there and apologized. I'm sure he did because he had. Let's see who he had on there. He had LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, KRS One, Spice One, MC Shan, Professor Griff. Man, it was a whole lot of old school pioneer artists that was coming at their brother basically in different entities. Letting you know you need to pump your brakes. Because you don't even know what you up against in this industry shit now. Because the industry is hot garbage juice right now. Yeah, true enough, they give you little stacks of money, but I already know how you get that stacks of money. And it ain't because you're a real talented artist. They give you that stacks of money because you basically gave up some goddamn ass goblin. I shouldn't be talking like that, but it's the truth. Some of y'all done turned your ass over and sacrificed. And you going around here showing I got the bag, I got stacks, racks and stacks, and all that old shit. Y'all ain't know the half on that shit, man. It's if y'all only knew how this industry shit works. If y'all only fucking knew. But one thing about through all this shit, y'all gotta realize that these guys basically work to show their talent. See, y'all don't have to work to show y'all talent no more. Y'all don't even have to really have talent. All y'all gotta do is have likes and views and shit like that on social media. They don't even have a PR person no more. Back in the day, they used to have a PR person, casting couch person see what you can do before you get out here in the industry. But they don't have that no more. All they gotta do is to see how many views you got on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, TikTok, or whatever they shit. And if you pretty much a community sensation, they'll let you in the industry, just like that. But if you want more money, oh, you already know. Face the fish aquarium and put your pan down so we can insert this stamp of approval dick in your ass. He said when MC Shan came for him, it was classic. He didn't hold back at all. Oh, no, he didn't. MC Shan, because MC Shan didn't like that shit because, see, rappers like MC Shan and even Spice One. Shout out to my bro, Spice One, East Oakland, East Bay Gangsta, classic hip hop artist right there. Spice One he's already been feeling some type of way about this new generation hip hop because when that shit went down with Mingos back here, when Mingos was disrespecting Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know, Spice One didn't take that too kindly because he felt like that, you know, Mingos should have had a better head on their shoulders to think a bit clearer on things that they were saying, but they were just doing because that's the industry made the motherfuckers do that stupid ass shit. Because they probably might have mentioned something about Bone Thugs, and they're like, man, fuck them old motherfuckers. And they're like, yeah, fuck them old motherfuckers. Fuck them niggas. They ain't no shit no more. They ain't even recognizable no more. But, you know, that's why I say this whole feminized society got these young boys out here acting like little bitches. I'm just being honest, acting like little bitches. Because I could never imagine in a million years Michael Jackson talking against James Brown. Well, Michael Jackson got a lot of his dance moves from James Brown. Moves from Fred Astaire. Who else? Jackie Wilson. And even Jeff Daniels of Shalimar. And even the young folks on the street. Michael Jackson learned all his dance moves from. And he just up there and say, fuck my fans, fuck all y'all motherfuckers, y'all ain't shit. Michael Jackson gave love, showed love, because he knew that's where he got a lot of his talent from. Copied a lot of his talent from. Yep. Michael, basically, even with Prince, same way. He got a lot of his dance talent and all that hollering and falling and doing splits and all that shit came from James Brown. See, James Brown was the godfather of soul for a reason, because James Brown's music helped us create this thing called hip hop. Because if you go and Google the Funky Drummer had over 2,000 samples. That one song by James Brown had been sampled by 2,000 different songs, 2,000 plus songs from America all across overseas. They were sampling James Brown's Funky Drummer, because that drum loop was very famous and it sounded good. And I can name off my head maybe 5 artists that use a funky drum, from Public Enemy, LL Cool J, 2 Live Crew, Tupac, shit, Ice Cube. I'm talking about, man, there's so many rappers, even R&B singers, they use the funky drum. Because that drum loop was everything. It got a damn good sound and percussion to it. But one thing about it, James Brown didn't get the recognition that he should have got. You know, but James Brown didn't care. He cared, but he didn't care because he understood that it was still a dedication to him, because that was his shit. Because that's why we call him the Godfather of Soul, because everybody based their whole persona off of James Brown, and James Brown broke through the barriers of music back in them days to basically he was basically the front runner of hip hop. Wasn't no James Brown, no hip hop, believe it or not. Because DJ Kool Herc played a lot of James Brown music, and that's how he was the epicenter of hip hop being started. Out of, what was that, 1560 Sedgwick in the Bronx, New York Bronx. But anyway, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this here live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fam. Much love to you, bro. I'm going to go ahead and give me some damn rest, because 2 hours and 20 minutes in the live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys, you guys that are looking at us on Facebook, Twitch TV, as well as YouTube. Ain't many folks out on the prowl tonight. I know I kind of had to come back in kind of late because I had to move my trailer around and get really work on this load and everything because they load my trailer late. A little bit too heavy for me to take to Texas because I'm doing this dedicated shit for right now until they get tired of my ass, and then I'm probably get back over the road and start running out west again. But anyway, much love and respect to you guys, man. As always, y'all be safe and be easy. Hopefully we'll rant out Wednesday. Well, we ain't calling it rant. We ain't calling it Let's Talk Rant anymore. I basically retired that name, Let's Talk. The new show gonna be called Real Grown Men Talking. That's gonna be the new show. And we just gonna be talking about any and every damn thing. Just like Let's Talk, but it's gonna be on a more of a alpha male standpoint of view. So it might be kind of raw and rugged and raw. But that's the new show for Wednesday night. But anyway, y'all will see. Hopefully we're gonna got a chance to get that going because I had to reformat everything and stuff like that. But all right. Well, guess I'll go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. Shout out to you guys once again. Y'all be safe, be easy, don't do anything I wouldn't do. It's your boy Chaos. Yeah, have a good night. Be safe out there. I'll holler at y'all later. Deuce.
DJ Mix Master Chaos.
Food.